Today, we're going to take a look at 5 stocks that have definitely been in the headlines and where they left off as we ended the week of June 28th. If you're not already, don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so you'll be alerted as I put out new videos. Let's get started with DJT. And this is Trump Media and Technology Group. This stock soared 11% and then has dropped down by about the same 11%. And this came after President Biden stumbled in a debate against the former President Trump. The political climate can really significantly impact the stock market. And this is a prime example of it. DJT's performance this week has caught the attention of many investors, making it one of the hot stocks of the week. A few months ago, I did a video called Election Year Investing, where I wanted to highlight some investing year insights. And this may be the first election year where I am much more of a hands-on investor, and I'm taking these things into account and having a better understanding of the way politics can influence the stock market. So DJT will never be an investment in my portfolio, but if there is ever an opportunity for me to do a trade on it, I would. Are you following political events closely and factoring that in with your decisions when it comes to investing? Let me know in the comments. Next up, let's take a look at Micron Technology. So despite heading for its worst drop in 2 years, there's been some good news. Analysts remain optimistic about Micron's long-term prospect, highlighting their advancements in memory and storage solutions. This mixed bag of news, some good, some bad, has created a lot of buzz around this company. Micron has had a disappointing sales forecast. This headline reads, Micron stock declines after forecast fails to meet lofty AI spending expectations. But this article also goes on to say that the firm is on course to spend about $8 billion on new plants and equipment in fiscal year 2024. So this chip maker is definitely making sure that they are prepared and focused on production going into 2027 and 2028. So the technology that they bring is something that's used in computers and smartphones. Next up, let's take a look at Tesla. And over the last 5 days, they are up 6.99%. Tesla continues to attract attention of investors. Their innovation in electronic vehicles, sustainable energy, and of course, autonomous driving technology is keeping them in the spotlight. So despite the volatility, Tesla's vision and execution make it a favorite amongst investors. So I think volatility is the perfect word to use when it comes to Tesla. I have Tesla in multiple of my portfolios, and when it comes to being volatile, it does that. It moves for long periods of time. Right now, I am still in the red. My average price is $213. And as we can see, the current stock price is $197.88. So it definitely is an outlier. It moves differently than my Apple and Amazon, Google, even Home Depot. But it is something that I want to have in my portfolio, have exposure to for the long term. So do you think that Tesla will continue to dominate in the EV market? Okay, so next up is Nike. And you can see they are down 22.76% over the last 5 days. Do you see that drop right there? Now, Nike is something where I have been a long-term consumer, but never a direct investor. As you can see, Nike had a terrible day after a gloomy sales forecast, rising growth concerns among investors. While historically, Nike's performance has been strong, currently market conditions and economic factors are posing a lot of challenges for the company. It's a critical time for Nike, and investors are watching it closely. Nike has also been faced with supply chain issues impacting them being able to meet demands. Do you invest into Nike, or are you like me and just get your exposure through your ETFs and index funds? Okay, number 5 on the list, last but not least, Nvidia. Nvidia is slightly down on the day. The current stock price is $123.54. So let's take a quick look at this article, why Nvidia is a top stock for the long term. This article highlights how Nvidia is a stock that is set to outperform the market over the next 12 months. 15 analysts have revised their earnings estimate higher. Nvidia's earnings are expected to grow by 106% for the current fiscal year. So I say all that to say, if you're not already holding Nvidia in your portfolio, do your research, take a closer look at this investment choice, because it could be something that you want to add into your growth portfolio for the long term. Their stock split occurred recently. On the month, the stock price is up 8.46%. I've been dollar cost averaging, but waiting to go a little bit heavier with my investing if it does come down again below 120, preferably 116 to $118. The stock split has made it more accessible to a broader range of investors, and this move shows the company's confidence in the long-term growth of the company. Investing in the stock market can be influenced by so many different factors. I know I touched on several of them by taking a look at these 5 companies and how different factors are impacting their stock price. So when it comes to investing, come up with a strategy, stick to it, but be mindful of all of the factors and how they can impact the investment choice that you are making. Especially if it's something that you plan on holding long term, be mindful in making your decision on whether it is truly an investment or if it should be a trade. And sometimes your investing will take patience and a positive mindset, especially when you're just getting started building out a certain position. So let's stay focused, motivated, and keep pushing forward. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video and had a great week. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on these investments, or is there another company that you would have highlighted as a hot stock of the week? Leave a comment. Let's keep the conversation going. Okay, bye.